I'm Theresa Maxwell. I have been a volleyball player. I have been a volleyball representative for various competitions. I have been a coach, a teacher, the president of Volleyball Alberta, president of Volleyball Canada, negotiator for the World League initially, and hopefully my legacy is one of building the opportunity for people to play in this great sport. I learned volleyball from one of the real originators here in Alberta, Dr. Bob Bratton. I was predominantly a basketball player, that was my sport. But there were no recreational basketball leagues when I graduated, but there were volleyball leagues. My favorite memories as a player are actually the competitions, co-ed competitions that used to exist. The University of Calgary had a tournament that they had at the end of January. Super Volley went, I think, at the end of February. Then the Canadian Nationals went about sometime in March. All of these were co-ed. All of them were teams from across the country. All of them were the kind of thing where you could interact. We played a ton of volleyball in 4 days or 3 days, whatever it was. But it was outstanding. And the players that you met, the people that were there are the ones that were the best memory. I began coaching at the university level for a while, and they needed a rep at the Provincial Volleyball Association, Alberta Volleyball at that time. And no one else was there, so I became the rep to represent my team in some of those committees and some of the policies. After I became the rep, I became a little bit more involved in terms of the coaching aspect, so recognizing the coaching that was needing or the officials. So my introduction to the administrative aspect of it was purely necessity, like who else was going to do this? And if I wanted things to happen for my teams, I was going to have to get involved in some fashion. We played in the Arctic Winter Games. Alberta was one of the people that they wanted. One of the government reps said at one point, you know, Theresa, we're having some financial issues. We think that we will not have the girls' tournament. We'll just have the boys. And I said, well, you know, in Alberta volleyball, we really try to make sure it's equitable. So if you don't want to have the girls coming, because it's a good competition for them, then we're not sending the boys either. Well, of course, if we don't send the boys, then Alaska's not going to come. If Alaska's not there, Saskatchewan sure as heck is not going to come. And then there's only going to be the Yukon and the Northwest Territories, and that's not going to be a competition. So in the end, our government official actually said, okay, we're going to have a girls and a boys competition. And the official that we had, Steve Wilson, came in our little meeting. We said, listen, let's make this sort of big time for these kids. And we had a march on, we had a piper pipe them in, we had the officials lining in, a total international kind of thing. I think it makes it special for this recognition from Volleyball Canada in that I hope I represent a number of the dedicated individuals who have spent years and much of their time trying to make volleyball available for kids of all ages up to and including our national team level.